What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You'll have to excuse the noise of the heat in the shop today. As usual, it is especially cold in the shop. It is -4, I think, outside. There's icicles on everything. The heat's running constantly. So anyway, I wanted to take today's video to showcase some new equipment in the shop, and there are some great videos from Twin Busch on each of these machines. You're going to see the TW X-98 tire changer first, and then I'm going to post another video of the X-95 balancer, so be on the lookout for that. But we'll go ahead and jump into the tire changer for today. I'll just explain a little bit here. So we basically did this video to show a little trick. If you're a regular viewer, you already saw that on seating your bead, but this is the whole video that clip came from. So okay, on the side of the machine, just out of the frame unfortunately, is the bead breaker, just your classic style bead breaker, and it's got a nice rubber pad on the side of the machine to protect that from getting hit by anything. And there's a nice large table, I think they call it, or kind of your rotisserie, I guess, where your tire goes. That is nice and large, and it's rock solid. This thing is heavy, very heavy. And one thing I've noticed is if you're working with a large tire, I did some 20-inch, what were they, 275 something, giant, meaty, 9-inch wide tires on a truck the other day. You have to make sure your table is squared up like it is here, or else the tire is high enough that it'll hit the table. So it's probably the same on any machine. So just breaking the bead just like you normally would here, with the second pedal over from the right. That's the bead breaker. You can see at the back is the regulator with the filter where my air comes in. Right now we're just stretching the air hose over to run this whenever we need it. And then I have a tub of Extra Seal brand. That's their Euro tire paste. I'll have to check the part number on that here, because there's a specific tub that fits. It is 14-699, 14-699 Extra Seal Euro paste, and that comes in the perfectly sized tub to fit the machine there. Okay, so after you've broken the bead, probably already know, but you're going to flop it up on the table. And this was actually the first set that we did when we got this machine. And these were some very nice, scratch-free, fancy alloys on a 2016 Toyota Hybrid. So we had our work cut out for us for the first time. We had tire sensors. Actually, every job we've done so far has had sensors, but very nice, not a scratch on them. And then we did a very hard sidewall Michelin, so that was quite a test. What I like to do is use the helper arm to just press down a little bit, basically to where it centers itself on the mounting head, and then work your way around with some of that tire lube. Little on the rim, primarily on the rim, and a little bit on the tire. And then if you just push the joystick up and unlock that arm, you can swing it out of your way. And we'll just press down with the other helper arm with no attachment just into that drop center to give ourselves enough slack to pop that bead up and over. Then you'll just hit your far right pedal again. That's the rotate pedal. Remove the first bead. And now there's an attachment that comes with that second helper arm. You can slide on to lift the tire, but I think here if you have a a second set of hands, you can just lift that up into the drop center. So that'll let you pull that other bead up and over. And you'll hit the switch again. Then leaving your mounting arm locked, there's a little button there for locking and pneumatically unlocking that arm down. Just leave it locked for the same rims. Shouldn't need to change it. Here we had bubbled out the tire just to try and improve the width on those beads, but these Michelin Defenders have such a hard wall that didn't really make any difference. So now you would clean up your rim. This one was already very clean. And then put a little bit more goo on the top and bottom beads, primarily the top. And we'll also run some goo around the tire. There is another nice attachment that comes with this machine, I think with all of their machines. You see it just above the tire paste there. That is to help hold your bead in place as you're putting a tricky tire on. And I did use that since making this video, and it works very well.
Okay, so we wanted to go in the safety zone.
Okay, so no problem. We will hold that down, hit the pedal, and put our first bead on. And now a little bit trickier bead is this top one. So this is where the helper arm comes in, and additionally that little black clamping attachment, but I had not quite caught onto it yet. So we'll just keep a close eye here, make sure we're not going to cut the tire bead. Yep, you can see there we were getting pretty close. So if I would have used that clamping attachment, I would have had much better luck. Just, again, didn't realize it was there or had not used it yet.
Turn the tires so we don't hit the same spot. Or risk it. Okay. Go ahead and come like over in here. Yep.
I should also add, they do sell a plastic mounting head. I looked on the site after making this video. That's something I think I'm interested in buying, just to protect if you've got really nice rims that you don't want to risk scratching anything. I think it's about $50 for that plastic head. So that is an option.
Yeah, it also looked like it was when I got down there. It was getting smashed with the ECM. Yeah. That's where it got caught. That's your sensor. Oh yeah, it's gonna go much better.
There, we got it.
Yep, I should have been watching.
Okay, so here's where that little trick came in that you guys have already seen. I'll kind of just fast forward through this and explain as we're going, but like I said, these are a very hard sidewall. We could not get the upper beads seated, so with the help of some dish soap and a 20-inch tire tube on this 17-inch tire, that helped to seat that bead, and then we quickly yanked that tube out of there as the bead was seated. So with the built-in hose, you'll just hit your air switch. I think that's on the far left. If you hit that all the way down, you're going to have the bead blasters that some machines feature. Actually, I think all twin Busch machines might feature that. And then there's a built-in air gauge on the left side of the machine. We're just airing up. Make sure to unclamp your tire while airing up. And then quickly put the core back in. So, been very happy with it so far, but have only used it maybe 4 or 5 times in the last month. So, that is the twin Busch X-98. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll next be posting a video on the X-95 balancer. So if you're interested, make sure to take a look at that. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and if you have any questions, ask those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video.